Why hello you amazing beautiful people, and welcome back to another first time reaction video. So recently on one of my live streams we were randomly talking about memes and all sorts of random stuff like that, and someone recommended that I react to Darth Jar Jar. I honestly don't know why this came up, but there's a Star Wars theory explained video on Darth Jar Jar, and of course I'm a huge Star Wars fan, in case you guys didn't know that already. I don't think I've ever spoken about it, but I am a huge Star Wars fan. The original trilogy, I'd say A New Hope is probably my favorite. I know that's a bit controversial. I do like the prequels. They are very good. I have learned to appreciate the brilliant art form that is the Master, Anakin Skywalker. He never got rank of Master, but in our hearts he did. And then even the new ones, I don't mind. They're all right. I didn't really like the second one that much of the new ones. I don't even remember their names. I liked The Force Awakens a lot. Second one I thought was very not great, and the third one I thought was eh. The third one was eh. The third one was like, it was eh, you know. But that's my opinion. And in terms of the TV shows, what's really good? Boba Fett was not Boba Fett. Freaking Mandalorian was good. I haven't seen season 3, but I watched season 1 and 2 and really liked them. Season 2 especially. I really liked Andor. Andor was good. The second half, and then that's about it, really. That's about it. I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm a Star Wars fan before we jump in this one, so you guys know. But a lot of people have asked me to react to this. I know it's a bit of a random reaction, that's why I'm checking up on the second channel, but I thought it could be kind of fun because I don't actually know. I know the memes about Jar Jar being a Sith Lord, but I don't know the actual theory behind it, like why. All I know is people say it, but I don't know why people say it. So let's find out why. If you want any more random reactions like this, let me know by pressing that like button, pressing that subscribe button, and leaving a comment down below. And without more talking from me, let's jump into my first ever reaction to Darth Jar Jar, the Star Wars theory. By the way, from the YouTube channel Vincent Vendetta.
You may have heard already about the theory that's blowing up around the internet right now about how Jar Jar Binks may actually be a Sith Master. So I decided to make this video to explain every single detail for you. So here it is. This is the completely airtight, absolutely foolproof case for why Jar Jar Binks is the most powerful Sith Master in the universe. First of all,
do you know what I love? I love that this is probably all bullshit. This is, but fans have just gone rampant with it, and it's probably nothing, which I love. That makes it even better. But I also love the idea that maybe it isn't.
Well, Jar Jar executes a 20-foot twisting somersault through the air that, if performed by any other character, you would assume they were either a Jedi or a Sith. As we know, the Jedi themselves are inspired by Shaolin monks. And a convincing theory is that Jar Jar is based off of another traditional martial arts discipline called G.O.T. Jar Jar almost single-handedly takes out half a droid army using moves clearly taught in G.O.T. G.O.T, or Drunken Fist, uses stumbling and staggering as body momentum to be deceptive, unpredictable, and to confuse opponents. And Jar Jar mysteriously is extremely efficient in killing every single time that he is in danger. And as Obi-Wan told us, there is no such thing as luck.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
In another scene...
Well, shit. You know what? You know what? I've got a funny feeling by the end of this video, I might be convinced, because we're only a minute in and I'm already convinced. I'm just throwing it out there. By the way, I gotta watch Star Wars again, man. This shit fucking slaps. Like, you know what? I'm writing it down now. I gotta watch Star Wars, all of them, except the new ones. By all of them, I mean the 6, episode 1 to 6. That's what all of them are. Anyway, I'm gonna watch all the Star Wars. I'm just saying.
Jar Jar seems to fall from a bridge, although we have seen this done on purpose before by Jedi.
Oh,
and Jar Jar
shit.
also falls
Jar Jar
in a
is Luke
completely
Skywalker?
different place than where he was dangling from. We can prove this because droids can be seen shooting at his original location, and their heads even follow him jump to the other side.
Oh.
Jar Jar could have used a force jump, as we've seen multiple times before.
Maybe
by
it was
Jedi.
a force
Jar Jar
jump.
is also seen using sleight of hand movements and Jedi mind tricks during key plot points to influence the plot and change people's minds. He even uses them when he is promoted to general, when he's promoted to senator, and while he's persuading an entire galactic senate. along with using the Force via sleight of hand.
Plus, he has very evil looking eyes. They're yellow. And you know what else is yellow? Sith Lord eyes! Shit! Look at that dude!
Persuading an entire galactic senate. Along with using the Force via sleight of hand, Jar Jar is also seen in multiple scenes using Jedi mind control to influence what people say, therefore changing the outcome of important events.
The Queen wishes it. She's curious about the planet.
Oh my god, man! I'm becoming convinced! Shit, this dude is actually a Sith! The evidence is undeniable!
Jar Jar's own species
Holy
are deathly
moly.
afraid of him. Seems like less of a reaction to seeing the village idiot and more of a reaction to seeing somebody that you should be very afraid of. Jar Jar mocks Qui-Gon's ability to use the Force, perhaps because Qui-Gon's Force abilities pale in comparison of his own.
That's probably true. I imagine Qui-Gon Jinn, despite being one of the most powerful Jedi, is probably nothing compared to Jar Jar Binks.
Force will guide us.
Oh, Maxie bit the Force.
If you were wondering why a Sith Master would act like an idiot like Jar Jar does, it's clear that he is just fooling the Jedi so he can manipulate them into trusting him.
Yeah.
Yeah? Clumsy.
You were banished because you were clumsy.
He even pretends to be scared in a deleted scene where his ship is going to fall over a waterfall, even though he can jump 20 feet through the air and he can swim and breathe underwater. Jar Jar also mocks Qui-Gon behind his back and in front of Anakin, teaching Anakin early to disrespect Jedi authority. Jar Jar
That's what that is. He Oh shit! That was the first seed! Every tree starts with a single seed, a single sapling. The path to Anakin becoming Darth Vader started right then and there. Jar Jar manipulated it from day one!
Jar Jar tells Anakin, an 8-year-old boy, that Padme is hot, fanning the flames for Anakin's infatuation for Padme.
Jar Jar was like, just wingmanning. Yo, what do you think of her? Nice, right? Shit, man!
That is exploited later.
Pretty hot.
Jar Jar also talks to and is very interested in Padme, even before it is revealed that Padme is the real queen. Jar Jar also influences Padme's decision-making when she's at her most uncertain.
We got a grand army.
I've decided to go back to Naboo.
Jar Jar senses that the Jedi are coming without any warnings. He could not have known in any way that they were coming, and he even walks up to the elevator seconds before the Jedi arrive, then pretends to be surprised to see them. When they're escaping Naboo, Jar Jar is the one who sabotages the hyperdrive, which forces them to land on Tatooine in the first place where they meet Anakin. Not to mention Jar Jar is the reason they keep running into Anakin. Jar Jar is seen suspiciously fiddling around in the back of the ship moments before the hyperdrive mysteriously breaks. R2-D2 even notices he was doing something suspicious, so he gives him a well-deserved smack before he is forced to leave in the elevator to fix the ship's shield generator. In fact, every droid Jar Jar encounters seems to hate him and find him suspicious.
Now, do they hate him and find him suspicious because he is a bumbling idiot and breaks everything he touches, and a droid is mechanical, so having someone who breaks everything they touch around them is probably scary? That'd be like hanging around a murderer, you know, in the droid world. Or do they hate him because he's an evil Sith son of a bitch and they can sense that he is trying to destroy the entire galaxy? It's probably option B.
For good reason, because Jar Jar's mind control doesn't work on droids.
You know, I find that Jar Jar creature to be a little odd.
C-3PO knew from the moment,
Quite right.
the get-go, the day one.
So why did George Lucas create this devious Gungan character?
Yeah,
well,
why
here's
indeed?
George Lucas talking about Yoda in a documentary. Yoda really comes from a tradition in mythological storytelling, where the hero finds a creature on the side of the road that seems very insignificant and not very important, but who turns out to be the master wizard. And as we know, Lucas's big deal with the prequels was that they were supposed to rhyme and mirror the original trilogy in terms of narrative themes. So there should be...
Jar Jar is Master Yoda. Maybe they're distant cousins or something. Holy shit, man. I'm convinced.
A seemingly innocent creature found to the side of the road that later reveals himself to be the master wizard in the prequels. Don't forget, Yoda was also strangely annoying and dumb until he was revealed to be the most powerful Jedi in the universe.
True.
R2.
So Jar Jar was supposed to reveal.
Reminds me of the meme video, you know, the rockin' and rolling. You know that one? Reminds me of that.
Himself as the most powerful Sith in the universe, and Yoda was supposed to duel with his literal dark side nemesis and mythological equivalent at the end of Attack of the Clones. Not the meaningless, boring human Count Dooku who was randomly and hastily written in to cover plot holes when Lucas chickened out and decided not to reveal Jar Jar's powers because of the horrible backlash by the Star Wars community. Lucas even said Jar Jar is the key to all of this.
Jar Jar is the key to all this. If we get Jar Jar working.
Also, the actor who played Jar Jar even tweeted, "I will say this, it feels good when the hidden meaning behind the work is seen, no matter how long it takes. Hashtag the Phantom Menace." Not only is Jar Jar a Sith, but it's very possible that he may not just be working with Palpatine, but possibly the Sith Master above Palpatine, and Palpatine is really the apprentice and pawn of Jar Jar. You may not have noticed, but Jar Jar...
That's probably it. Jar Jar is the ultimate being. Probably even more so than the Jedi. Also, how come I've never noticed before that there seems to be shiny, good-looking android ladies over there? How have I never noticed that before? How many times have I seen this damn scene? What's the guy on the left looks like a Centaurian soldier. So are we saying that... I'll talk about this at the end. But I'm curious about the idea of George Lucas abandoning this plot.
Follows Palpatine everywhere, and I mean everywhere.
How have I never noticed
Even
those
after Qui-Gon's funeral, seconds after Yoda explains how there's always two... Even after Qui-Gon's funeral, seconds after Yoda explains how there's always two Siths, a Sith Master and an apprentice, Jar Jar is seen standing right beside Palpatine before he's even supposed to know who Palpatine is. Not to mention that Jar Jar and Palpatine are from the same planet.
They
Out
are!
of the millions of planets in the galaxy, Jar Jar and Palpatine both are from Naboo. Jar Jar even convinces Padme to promote him to senator. And Jar Jar is the one who convinces the entire Galactic Senate to abandon democracy and give Emperor Palpatine full control. If it wasn't for Jar Jar, Palpatine would have never risen to power in the first place. The actor who voiced Jar Jar even explains a deleted scene where Palpatine and Jar Jar walk in secret and Palpatine thanks Jar Jar for putting him in power. He also says that George Lucas made big changes in the prequels because of backlash. Also, whenever you think a Sith is the master, you always find out later on that there was always somebody controlling the Sith. You think Darth...
That's very true, you do. You do. They do love the misdirection. They love it. They do.
Vader is the Sith Master, and then it's revealed that Darth Sidious is actually the Sith Master.
True.
You think Darth Maul is it, but then it's revealed that Palpatine was actually the mastermind.
True.
Even Padme had a decoy queen, and Padme just pretended to be her servant, just in case there was an assassination attempt on the queen.
True.
Sound familiar? So from this, we can conclude that the one behind the scenes that was controlling everything, the real Phantom Menace, the real Sith Master, was Jar Jar Binks all along. You may...
Holy shit. You know the end of I, Robot, the movie with Will Smith and Shia LaBeouf? My logic is undeniable. My logic is undeniable. You know that? That's what this guy should be repeating at the end of his video, because I'm being honest. Jar Jar is a damn Sith Lord. The idea that George Lucas created this story, this arc, Jar Jar was the key to everything, his words, not even mine, and then released The Phantom Menace. And people were like, man, fuck Jar Jar. We hate that guy. All my homies hate Jar Jar. Right, boys? Yeah. And then George Lucas was like, damn, they hate him. They hate my boy. we're gonna have to change the story. Fuck it, throw in this random Count Dooku guy, whatever. He can be he'll be the bad guy, or whatever. Throw him in there, and add General Grievous as well, Jango Fett, and a bunch of other random characters. You know, all to just fill the void that was Jar Jar. And let's be honest here, it does kind of make sense, you know. Jar Jar being the key to all this, it makes sense. The original trilogy, you know, by the original trilogy I mean not the original trilogy. Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. Episodes 1 to 3. They were supposed to showcase the story of Jar Jar's uprising to power. And a lot of you may be thinking, well then, why isn't Jar Jar prominent or featured in the original trilogy? And I'll tell you, because Jar Jar turned into one of the Force ghosts at the end of Revenge of the Sith. That's why. And, you know, much in Obi-Wan Kenobi's fashion, strike me down and I'll become more powerful than you can ever imagine. Boom! That's what happened with Jar Jar. And that's how Obi-Wan even knew it was possible. Jar Jar did it first. And then Obi-Wan was like, I know for a fact if I get strike down, I become even more powerful. Because this one time I saw this, like, Gungan dude, and he did it. And he became even stronger. And that's how he knew. That's how he knew. Oh, my word. On a real, though, the most, interesting evidence is the voice actor George Lucas and the idea of rewrites and even that script. That is actually the most interesting, because the idea of them changing the plot for Jar Jar because of Backlash, that's not that unbelievable, which I do find incredibly interesting. That would also explain why he has a much less prominent role in the later movies. You know, I'm just throwing it out there. And that's kind of interesting evidence. This has always been like just a silly theory, but now I think it's foolproof, like Bigfoot, you know? Like we all know Bigfoot's real when he's out there. It's exactly the same with this. It's 100% flawless proof of Darth Jar Jar and also Bigfoot's existence. Yes, I'm putting those two together. Anyway, press the like button. Press the subscribe button. This is actually really fun. Shout out Vincent Vendetta. Link to their channels in the description. They're the ones who put this video together. And if you guys would like to see more random reactions like this, press that like button, press the subscribe button, and put them in the comment section down below. Have an amazing day. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.